Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Box Office Talk. This is the show where I break down what happened at the box office, see if my predictions for the top 5 are correct, and then make predictions for next week's top 5. So let's get right on into it. Last week I predicted that number 1 would be Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, number 2 would be Deepwater Horizon, number 3 would be The Magnificent Seven, number 4 would be Masterminds, and number 5 would be Storks. And I only got 3 out of 5 of my predictions right this week, so a little bit better than a couple weeks ago. Still not a perfect 5, but hey, I'll take whatever I can get. Anyways, number 1 this weekend was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This weekend it made $28 million. Now, at first glance, a lot of people may look at this and go, oh no, looks like it's a big flop. And maybe it will be in America, but if you look at the worldwide total, it actually has an opening of $65 million. So at least worldwide, we know it'll get past its $110 million budget. As far as domestically, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe it will. We have seen movies that open at around like $20 or $30 million that go on to gross over $100 million. So maybe Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children will be the exception, but maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure how much the staying power is going to be for next week with this movie, but we'll have to find out later on. Anyways, number 2 was Deepwater Horizon. This movie also conveniently has a budget around $110 million. I don't know if this is an error on Box Office Mojo, but so far this movie and Miss Peregrine have the same budget. I'm not sure if that's official or not, but whatever. It made around $20 million this weekend, and worldwide it has an opening of $33 million, so it's definitely not going to be as big a grosser as Miss Peregrine was, even though it definitely will get its budget back. By looking at the worldwide total, I'm kind of certain that it will, but I don't think it'll gross as much money as Miss Peregrine will, because that kind of opened a little bit more. I don't think that many people are against seeing this movie or anything like that, because it is based on a true story, and I'm sure a lot of people are curious to see how they bring it to the big screen. I'm pretty sure people are also seeing this movie because it's the only way to see that Patriots Day trailer, though, so I'm not sure how many people are going to stick around for next week. I'm not sure if it's going to increase its growth next week or if it'll drop a huge amount. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I haven't even seen the movie yet, so I can't even really comment on it, but I hear it's terrific. Anyways, number 3 was The Magnificent Seven, a movie that I was going to see today until that didn't really work out. It has a total of $61 million after opening at around $15 million, so that's very good for the movie, even though its budget is around $90 million, so domestically it hasn't reached that yet, but I'm actually thinking that like maybe next week or the week after it'll probably get it. And also worldwide, it made over $18 million more than its budget, having a worldwide total of $108 million. So this movie is a little bit popular. It's definitely not a big flop or anything like that. No need to worry. I'm sure a lot of people are enjoying this movie enough so that it lasts a little bit longer. But I can't say the same for the number 4 spot, which is Storks. This movie honestly is surprising me with its performance at the box office. It made $13 million this weekend, and that adds to a total of only $38 million, and this is after last week where it opened at around $20 million. I thought for sure maybe it would make a little bit more, but apparently it didn't, and its budget is still only $70 million on the site, so I guess that might be the official budget. It needs by doing my math real quick, $32 million more to cross that amount, but still it's not going to be considered a great big success. Definitely more of a success than Norm of the North, or it'll definitely be considered more of a success than a movie like Norm of the North or, unfortunately, Kubo and the Two Strings, but still, this is very low considering this is Warner Animation Group, the guys who did the Lego movie, so I'm not sure if they're overall, like, very disappointed or if they predicted this, but hey, at least the worldwide total actually got the budget back, the worldwide total being $77 million, but still not that much. I guess this movie wasn't as popular as maybe they wanted it. Number 5 was Sully. This weekend it made $8 million, and that adds to a total of $105 million. Guys, Sully finally did it. It crossed the $100 million margin at the box office this weekend. Tom Hanks, Clint Eastwood, you did it, guys. You did it. You crossed the $100 million margin. And that's very good for the movie. I'm glad a lot of people went out to see it. And since it's only stuck at the number 5 spot, it still only has room to make more money. So that's very good for this film. I guess you could say this is one of the only few few movies that's out right now that's doing financially very well. But anyways, number 6 is Masterminds. Hey, a movie that's not doing well financially. It made only $6 million this weekend, and I wish I could tell you if I knew its budget or not, but I don't. I checked Wikipedia, Box Office Mojo. I cannot find the budget for Masterminds, so maybe this movie didn't have a budget. Nah, just kidding, every movie has a budget. But that would honestly be a good thing to check. I don't think it was that expensive, but there were some action bits, so maybe I'm estimating like maybe 30 million on a budget. I'm not really sure. But you gotta look at the history behind this movie being delayed due to the studio distributing it going bankrupt. So this movie only making around like 6 million has gotta be like a big bad thing for the studio. But anyways, number 7 was Queen of Katwe, a new Disney film. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm so sorry. But it's a new Disney film that's been in limited release for a while, and I guess it's expanded into a couple more theaters, enough to get to at the number 7 spot. It made $2,608,000 this weekend, and that adds to a total of $3 million. And I think since this movie is getting a lot of praise, because I checked Rotten Tomatoes, it has like a 90% certified fresh, so I think more people will go out to see it once they hear about it. Its budget is around 15 million, so I think more people going out to see it. I think it'll definitely get it at some point. Maybe if it gets Oscar praise. I'm not entirely sure if it will. Maybe it's not that good at all, but no, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Number 8 was Don't Breathe. This weekend it made $2,375,000, and that adds to a total of $84 million. This movie's still doing very well. It's still here. That's not really that surprising, but I'm just so happy that it's still holding out strong in the top 10. I'm not sure if it'll be gone next week. Actually, I think it will be gone next week. That's kind of a bummer. But hey, it did a very good job, and it actually made over 100 million worldwide, so that's also very good. And I am very proud of the movie for being a good success, even though my theater experience was awful for this movie. Good movie, though. Great movie, in fact. Anyways, number 9 was Bridget Jones's Baby, another movie that looks like it's going to be leaving soon. It made $2,330,000, and that adds to a domestic total of $20 million on a budget of $35, but you look at that worldwide total, and it has made over $120 million. So this movie is actually a very good success, at least in other countries. Actually, you know what? Let me check the foreign box office right now and see where it's been the most popular. And there you go. The most money it's made overseas and stuff is the United Kingdom. There you go. British, like Renee Zellweger being in it, Colin Firth, guaranteed to make a lot of money from the UK, I guess. There you go. It's doing very well if you're a fan of it. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say, but I hear it's surprisingly good, so maybe I will at some point. I'm not sure. Anyways, number 10 was Snowden. This weekend it made $2,029,000, and that adds to a total of $18 million. Now, a lot of people are probably going to ask, well, Jackson, you've been talking about the worldwide total for a couple of these movies. Are you going to bring up the worldwide total for Snowden? I wish I could, but it's not there. I can't find a worldwide total for this movie. Maybe it hasn't opened worldwide yet, or maybe it won't be at all. All I know is that it's about to leave the top 10 at the US box office, not even getting past its $40 million budget. That's probably a really big disappointment, but hey, at least it made more money than Joseph Gordon-Levitt's last movie, The Walk. Ba-doom, psh. And now it's time for the fun part, the predictions for next week's top 5. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, but I will say number 1, I think, will be The Girl on the Train. Then I'm going to say number 2 is The Birth of a Nation. I think number 3 will be Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life, based off the book. And I think number 4 will be Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and number 5 will be Deepwater Horizon. But what are your predictions for next week's top 5? Leave them in the comments below. And if you got your predictions right for this week, you're going to get a shout out right now. Unless you didn't get it right, then sorry. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.